Banger. Got it. Told y'all.
All right.
Back and I'm
We're
shining
back.
on you.
There we go.
We're back for part 2 of the
Hell
Week
yeah.
14 preview. First
Welcome
game
back.
on the list. We got 2 more to pick. We got
Shout
2
out
more
to,
games to pick.
Kahuna.
Yeah, Big Kahuna.
Brought
Big
it back
Kahuna
from,
with the hookup.
Yeah, she brought it
Yeah.
back from the Vegas
Does
Wahlburgers.
Big
There we
Kahuna
go.
got a Dakota Jr. yet?
She
Is there
has
a dog
cat.
in the mix? There's a cat.
Yeah,
Yes, you know, you get older, a
To the
cat's
dark
easier.
side.
I'm not a
Cats are
fan.
easier to
I
take care
know.
of than the
no,
dog.
No, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't. It's a little pain in the
Yeah.
ass.
I would never have a cat because I don't want an animal that shit
Has
in the
claws.
house. The cats sleep outside.
Yeah, exactly.
We keep our
They don't
cats
come in the
outside.
house.
Yeah. All
You
right.
put that
Both
link in
barking at the
fucking-
door. You can't come in.
All right.
Said no.
Anyways, 2
Yep.
games left to pick. The first, my game, Bills at Buccaneers. Buccaneers are favored by 3.5. Over under set at 54, the highest over under of the week. And I will take the over 54 in this game. Bucs defense is still banged up, especially in the secondary. The Bills defense is banged up. No Tre'Davious White. It's going to be a big day for Mike Evans. I'll have more on that
than
later.
a little banged up. No Tre'Davious White.
Yeah. So over 54 is my pick for the Bills at Buccaneers. Bucs are going to win. That's an obvious one. I need to at least challenge myself with the pick. So I'll take the over. Jimmy, what do you say about this one?
Hey,
What do you like about this matchup?
Yeah, Bill Bucks minus 3.5. I got it at even. And I like that pick at home. You're a Bucks fan. We've talked about this on and off the podcast. I think that they got to start at some point, kind of establishing like what they're gonna be and like that playoff foot. I think playoff Lenny's starting to show up, and I think
they're in better shape this time this year than they were last year. You know, like last year they were
exactly. Well, they didn't win the division
7-5 at
last
some
year.
point.
They didn't win
No.
the division. I mean,
No.
they had to go on the road and they had to play every week in the playoff. They didn't have a bye. So I think it's important to them to get that bye too. But I think playoff Lenny's coming back. I think they're getting a little healthy. Godwin's playing. Godwin's healthy, right? Like he had.
Godwin's all
playing out of
good,
his
dude.
mind.
He's
coming off a 15 catch game.
Exactly.
Wasn't
last
that a
week.
franchise record?
Yep,
So
it was.
I didn't know though. My bad. I don't watch every game, but
No, yeah.
You should.
But just I know.
Yeah, get rid of that fucking Broncos hat and just watch the Bucs games, dude. It's fun. It's a good time.
It's a fuck you. It's a
but there's a
Boston hat.
Broncos hat behind you.
There's a couple of them. But yeah, I like.
But you're gonna
Bucs.
back the Bucs on Sunday. Brad, how about you? What's your pick for this one? Don't do it. Your face is telling me something I don't want to hear.
I as much as I want to, I got to follow Jimmy in the 3.5.
Okay.
Both these teams have only covered the over 2 out of the last 5 games. Just want to throw
Trend's
that in
gotta end, man.
It's fight, but no, I think Tampa's just clicking. They're hitting on all cylinders, and we kind of talked about this earlier. Bills don't know what they want to do. Tampa Bay's linebackers are athletic enough to keep Allen in the pocket, and their running backs are a fucking mess.
Yep, the Bills need a decent running back.
You look at
I wouldn't be
just
shocked
last
if the
week.
Bills won. I would not be shocked.
Yeah, see,
I kind of would because the Tre'Davious White thing is going to be a huge deal.
That's a good point. I'm just saying.
Well, and they're not built to win in a shootout with the Bucs.
Shit, they can't, but just what they just did against and going down to where it's nice and they can actually run routes and it's like not gonna be all cold and shit. Diggs and them gotta want to just break out and have a big game. I mean, they have to be fucking pissed off.
I get it, but I'll still
that doesn't mean that they can win.
Right.
The Vikings. I got to go on a tangent here. The Vikings and Steelers game is about to start on Thursday Night Football. These color rushes the Vikings got are fucking sick.
The purple.
And if you disagree, you just don't know
I'm
a
logged
lot
out of my
about
app,
design.
and I
they
need
look
my
like
phone to log
Vikings
in.
uniforms.
Yeah.
They look like
They're
Vikings
fire.
uniforms. Hell,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
glad
not
I
even a fan
fucking-
of purple and yellow. I just like
Dude, Dalvin Cook
the
looks real
setup.
fired up,
Yeah.
man.
Yep. He looks ready to get hurt again. All right.
I
Gunner was
told
back
your
up
ass
on your
that,
roster.
too.
Let's
Hey, we should have a list of shit that I told you fuckers check offs throughout the year because the Patriots, Dalvin Cook. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
You must
You
have a
have so many
selective memory.
ridiculous takes.
You
I
must
can't
have a
even remember
selective
them.
memory.
I do. I remember the
Yeah,
shit
you,
that I
you
went
throw
to,
so
man.
much shit at the wall. I
Yeah,
can't even remember
exactly.
what
Something's
sticks.
got to
Yeah.
stick, man.
Right.
Stop fucking
Yeah.
throwing it.
All right.
What are you talking
Let's
about?
let's move on to Bears at Packers. Packers are favored by 12.5 on Sunday Night Football.
Way too much.
Low over under at 43. Brad, you kick us off here. What do you got for this game?
Green Bay, baby. Green Bay. Give me the 12.5.
Whoa.
I got the same.
Crazy bastard.
Bakhtiari, the left tackle, he's coming back this
Greasy,
week. That makes a
greasy
big
bastard.
deal.
Yep.
Rodgers owns the Bears.
I know that.
He said
fucking
it.
owns
He
them.
said it. Yeah.
And
Told
this
them
this
that.
is actually the stat that sold me that Green Bay's this season 10-2 against the spread. I mean, that's an impressive stat. Most teams are like 6-5,
Yeah.
Often has the
4-7.
spread been 12.5.
Yeah. And some trends
Yeah,
don't end.
they've beat some bad teams this year.
12.5, though, I'm saying. Like, the
But
spread
Justin
can be
Fields is
3,
just
so
not good. He has 4 touchdowns,
That's
8 picks.
Yeah.
He's already given up 31 sacks, lost 3 fumbles. Lambeau's going to be cold. It's going to be 0 degrees, but no rain, no wind.
Yeah.
So
I really don't care who plays quarterback for the Bears. They're not going to score a lot of points against the Green Bay defense. The Green Bay defense has shown that it's legit this year. They've gotten more physical. They can
that
rush the
secondary's
passer.
got a lot better.
They
Yeah.
can cover. Yep.
turn the
So
ball
I got
over.
Packers minus 12.5 too. Jimmy,
Okay.
what do
I
you
like
got?
the over at 43. I'll take the over.
Okay.
I think Rodgers alone could put up 30, and I think their defense might get a touchdown.
I don't hate it. They scored
So-
36 last week, 31 the week before.
Yeah, it's a pretty, and I have him in fantasy, so I'm hoping. I don't want him to get up too much early, and then he, takes the night off. But
Right.
the way he was yelling, "I own you" to that team, and they still got to compete for their home field or whatever.
Yeah.
They want that one,
Yeah.
Arizona's got them still. So did they beat?
Yeah.
They lost Arizona. So yeah, so they got to win.
Yeah.
They
There's
got to
a-
win out really to get home field or get that bye. So
Yep.
I'll
They
take the
do.
over at 43.
And honestly, being a Bucs fan, the Packers are still the team that scares me most to knock the Bucs out of the
Yeah.
playoffs.
well, because
Especially if that game is in Lambeau again. The Bucs
Yeah.
won the playoff game in Lambeau last year. It'd be hard to see
and
Rodgers.
it wasn't a full house
losing.
that day either. It
Right.
was
Right.
like half.
That's
full
true.
and-
Well, and
yeah.
you're
That's a
just
good point.
matching very special talent with very special talent at quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like, Kirk Cousins,
Until we
he doesn't
see it
stand
from,
a fucking
Kyler.
chance. But
Until
yeah,
we see it from Kyler,
Right. right. That
Now,
next generation.
once
right.
Kyler, proves it, because so far this year we don't have anything outside of injuries to say
No,
he can't.
yeah.
But
Okay. All right. So that's our picks for this week. Let's
Yeah.
move on to some of the fun stuff. We got our locks of the week, dogs of the week, fantasy football. Let's start with lock of the week. Brad, what do you got for your lock this week?
My
What
lock of the
numbers
week
catching
is
your
the,
fancy?
the Saints 5.5-point favorites versus the Jets. Taysom Hill's starting. They're on a 5-game losing streak, but that 5-game losing streak started the game Kamara got hurt at like halftime.
And he's back.
And he's back this week. I just think it's like finally having that weapon back. The Jets are just dysfunctional. They played a really great half of football this past week, and then they disappeared for a half. So I think with Taysom Hill, Kamara, that's a tough team to deal with.
Okay.
5.5.
All right. That's your lock. Jimmy,
Bear,
lock of the week.
Packers beat the Bears.
Packers beat the Bears. Throw it on any parlay. It cannot fail.
Yeah.
Packers money line.
That's my
Fair
lock.
enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll throw it on all my parlays.
Yeah, I mean, dude, really, does anyone see that? The
Yeah.
only thing on that game is, and the over-under is set real low, too. That 43 is weird.
Yeah. All right.
I think
have
that extreme cold, 0 degree,
I have a bit of a strange
Yeah.
pick for my lock
Yeah.
of the week, and it's Mike Evans to have 80 plus receiving yards and the Bucs win. You can get that at plus 190. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I need 80 yards out of Mike Evans, which with no Tre'Davious White, Tom Brady is going to be looking his way a bunch.
Has he got a lot of yardage lately? I know he gets a ton of touchdowns.
It's just, I mean, it's kind of a week to week. It's a week to week thing. Like some weeks Godwin gets a lot of the targets. Some weeks,
well, that's
Evans
what
gets
made me wonder with Godwin last week.
If Antonio Brown is in the lineup, which he's not, some weeks Antonio Brown gets a lot of the targets.
He shouldn't be back ever, man.
Godwin got a lot of them last week. And this week, when there's no corner on the Bills that can match up with Mike Evans, he's going to see a lot of targets. All I need is 80 yards, and the Bucs win at plus 190 odds. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
So let's move on to dog of the week. Jimmy,
Oh,
underdog. Give me a dog. Bark.
Bark like a dog.
Yeah. Washington beats Dallas plus 175 at home. I'm going to take the points. They're plus 4.5.
Okay.
But they are money line plus 175. I will be also betting that.
Yep.
If it remains the same. Yes. They're going to beat Dallas, man. They are. And if not, they're going to stay within 5.
And if you parlay your dog of the week with your lock of the week, you got Washington football team money line, you throw in the Packers money line, that'll probably boost it up to like plus 210, plus 220.
Yep.
Solid returns.
Yeah.
Brad, what about you? Dog of the week.
The dog.
Baltimore, baby.
Baltimore.
Much needed win in the AFC North. I just keep looking at that Baltimore D versus that Cleveland run game. I think Baltimore can come out on top in that. And if it comes down to Baker, if it comes down to Baker versus Lamar, I got Lamar all day.
Yeah, it's no question.
Hey, side note, guys, it's funny how we started the year off talking about AFC West and FC West, and which they're, oh man, those are the two power. And then once again, the AFC North just fucking killing it. Like, if you're
as they kind of beat the shit out of each other, you know what I mean? They're all checking each other.
Yeah, but any week that you're playing in that shit against one of those teams, I don't know why I'm not moving here, but
maybe the most consistent division in the last, like, say 20 years. Like they always have 2 or 3 teams that are competing. And I mean, people will shit on the Bengals because like they never do win in the playoffs, but the Bengals had their stretch even with Dalton where they competed for several years.
Yeah, they were right there in a playoff game against the Steelers, and they just blew it because they got like 15 personal foul calls in a row and blew the game against. Remember that game they hit on Antonio Brown and he got a concussion.
The playoff game, exactly. The what's his name? Perfect. Vontez Perfect.
Yeah, he went nuts essentially.
Down in infinity.
Kind of cost them the game,
Well, we talked about this earlier in the week though too, how when you see teams not Jimmy, I think we were talking how teams in their division don't adapt to each other. And we're kind of seeing that in the NFC West right now. Like the Rams, Cardinals, they're very spread out. You know, they throw the ball, whatever. But then the Niners, Seahawks are still kind of in that old ground and pound defense mode. And it's just, you see it's not working at all.
Yeah, right. All right. So that brings me to my dog of the week. And Brad, you kind of have me thinking twice about it with the news of Kamara coming back.
What is it? Can you see me right now?
I can see you, but you're frozen. But I mean, I can still hear you fine. So I'm just gonna roll with it. Get
going. Just send me another email, and I'm gonna pop back in on that. All right.
Okay.
We'll be real quick.
I can do that. I can do that.
I'm right here though. Yeah.
Yep. My dog of the week, Brad, is the Jets. Jets.
You like them? You believe in fucking Wilson?
I can see it happening, and with the odds, the way they are, I just kind of like that. I like taking a stab at it, you know?
Wow.
The Saints could lose to anybody right now with Taysom Hill, and Kamara's coming back. But the Saints are pretty one-dimensional with everything they have right now.
That's your best dog. Wow. I like their head coach.
I looked through them.
I like their head coach.
I thought about the Jags against the Titans, as banged up as the Titans are. But I liked, maybe Zach has his
the Titans
best game of the year.
Yeah. I like them better than you brought up the Titans because the Titans are getting Julio back this week.
Oh, they are.
Their best pass rusher, Harold Landry, back.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they also signed that Zach Cunningham, that linebacker from the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And dude was second in tackles last year in the NFL at 164.
Yeah, he wears a number in the 40s too, doesn't he? It's like a weird linebacker
like 49
number.
or 41. Yep. But he's already familiar with Vrabel because Vrabel is Houston's linebacker coach. And the defensive coordinator for Tennessee was also part of that Houston defensive staff at the time. So it's like he should be able to slide right in. I mean, this is a guy that signed a 4-year, $58 million contract just last year. Okay. You know, for a team that needs an inside backer, it's like, man, they seem to be beefing up for the playoffs.
All right, fair enough. I'm still going to ride with it. I'm going to take a stab at the Jets for my dog of the week. All right, Jimmy's back. Jimmy's back here.
There we go. Put him back in, asshole.
All right. Fantasy player. Let's wait till Jimmy gets back in.
Back.
There he
is. All right, we're on to fantasy player of the week. I'll start us off with this one. I like DK Metcalf against the Texans. I expected more out of DK Metcalf this season. He has not had like a huge game yet. Let's do it against the Texans. I know the Seahawks don't have a lot to play for anymore, but let me just see a couple huge DK Metcalf beast mode plays.
He needs it.
Let's get it. Yeah, I need something out of him.
That's Brad, really a dart throw.
Brad, who do you got for your fantasy player this week?
I'm going Kamara versus the Jets. They're a bottom 3 run defense. They've given up the most fantasy points per week to a running back. And with how desperate the Saints are for a win with Taysom Hill, he's probably going to see like 35 touches. So I like Kamara.
Okay. Jimmy, what about you for your fantasy player?
I like A-Rod Sunday night at home against Chicago.
Against the Bears.
I think he might have a rushing touchdown or two. And I think that he might only have 200 yards, but he could have 5 touchdowns.
Yeah. Passes. Well, when he runs in that 6-yard touchdown run, does he look at the Lambeau crowd and say, I own them, and point at the Bears defense?
Well,
I own them. Does you guys know I own them?
No, he just does a Lambeau leap and remembers he's Aaron Rodgers.
Just fuck it.
It's fucking awesome, man. Yeah. So he does the bell thing and is like, fuck off.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he has as long as the motherfucking running backs don't steal it, because LaFleur likes to do that.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Here's where we got to lock in. This is the most important segment of the podcast. First Red Zone touchdown Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
When we turn on Red Zone at noon, who is the first player to cross the goal line and score a touchdown? Jimmy, take it away. Who you got?
God, I want to say Nick Chubb so bad, but Travis Kelce.
All right.
Against the Raiders, they hit a long bomb to Tyreek, who I had, but for substantial reasons, and I was working out and push-ups and the white people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Travis Kelce, man. I think he gets down there and
maybe Tyreek draws a deep pass interference call and sets up Travis
anything
Kelce
like that. And Mecole Hardman has like a end around thing and then gets down there and they give it to him.
Yeah. Well, Mecole Hardman will probably fumble or drop the fucking pitch on the end around.
They'll drop it out of bounds at like the 2-yard line, and then they'll run a play to it too, and they'll go to Travis Kelce.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. All right, Brad,
I could fuck with that.
Brad, who do you got?
I'm staying in the same game just because after looking at the Raiders are one of the worst. They're one of the worst first quarter defenses. Like in their last 10 games, they give up at least 1 touchdown. They've given up multiple and a lot, but at least 1 in 8 of the 10 games. I'm taking Tyreek. He went 7 for 83 with 2 touchdowns last game. He and Kelce both had 10 targets. Kelce actually had 8 for 119 in that one.
No touchdown though, right?
No touchdown. So it was just Kelce had a long of 32. So the long play made me think like, all right, he'll just hit it quick.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But that Raiders secondary is bad.
I like them both. And if the Chiefs get the ball first, there is a good chance they score on their opening drive. So I like the pick. I like both of them. I'm going a different game. I'm going Dallas and Washington football team, and I'm taking CeeDee Lamb. And I know CeeDee Lamb has been the first red zone touchdown 1 week this year, and I regretted not having it be my pick. Mike Evans is unavailable because he plays at 3:00. So unless all 5 of the noon games don't have touchdowns altogether, Mike Evans is off the board. So I had to find something different. I'll go CD Lamb, first red zone touchdown. All right, let's move on to tonight's game. We're watching it live now. There's 7 minutes left in the first quarter. So we can make player prop picks and all sorts of these picks without, knowing too much already. Jimmy, what do you got for like your player prop tonight? Or you can even throw a couple at me.
I had Deontay, which isn't looking great. I had
Deontay
Johnson, over 81.5 yards.
That's still so early, man. He's honestly been like one of the better receivers in the league the last
I picked him up
or
off
so weeks.
Yeah, I picked him up off waivers on like week 3 in our golf league, an 8-man league.
Yep.
And it's not PPR, so I get like that he wouldn't. But going through some of those, I don't have the receptions right here. Now the game started, I can't re-pull them up. But yeah, I'll go with that one.
Over 85.5 yards. That is a high number. Damn.
Yeah, KJ Osborne too for Minnesota is over 45.5 over under.
Thielen, it didn't make it.
And Thielen's out. So it's like he could, but Pittsburgh's defense is tough, man. So I don't know if, I don't know about that.
I don't know that they're as tough as like advertised. I really don't. I don't think they are.
The under 2 at Najee Harris at 27.5.
I love that one too, man.
Receiving, under 20.
I loved his under for rushing.
Oh, well, receiving yards is under 27.5 or like over under 27.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one too, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets 27
yeah.
Okay, so Jimmy, I'm sorry, has got the under for Najee Harris receiving. Brad,
No.
I mean, you got Deontay Johnson over.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Brad. Najee Harris rushing. What is that number?
74.5.
That's high.
He hasn't done it in 3 straight weeks. He averages 64 yards a game over the season. So I'm taking the under with him easy. And I like Pittsburgh though, still +3 somehow in this game. Stupidly.
That's what I got him at too.
Yeah.
I got Pittsburgh +3.5, man. And
I like the Vikings tonight. I will not bet it because I have put the handcuffs on myself. I will not bet on Kirk Cousins anymore. I just won't do it.
Well, or that the Vikings will win by more than 3.
I will.
They haven't done it all year pretty much.
I will bet on Kirk Cousins in another fashion. My player prop pick is Kirk Cousins will throw an interception at +105.
I saw that.
If you give me +105 for Kirk Cousins to throw an interception,
he's thrown like 3
let me get that. Yeah, but I mean, he sucks in prime time even more than he usually does. So let me get this +105 number for him to throw 1 interception.
Dude, I heard on a show today that Roethlisberger, they were talking about bets for tonight.
Roethlisberger was like -150 to throw.
Same thing.
Similar. No, but at the time it was like 130 or something.
It wasn't when I looked.
Okay. See, this is at about 1:30 or maybe noon.
Yeah.
Like right around there, right around lunchtime shit. And dude. And the guy said that, and I went to find it, and I couldn't find that particular bet anywhere because I wanted to jump on that, man. You know he's gonna throw a pick.
Yeah.
Just know it, dude.
You were talking about lunchtime. You know what I had for lunch today?
Tuna and egg.
No, I had a Pepsi and 2 cigarettes. That was my lunch.
Oh man,
I didn't have an appetite, dude, because I was fucking like wore out.
Have an Adderall, man.
I just wanted a Pepsi and a couple of smokes, man, and then I got back to work.
Your breath probably reeked.
Time to hire a better movie.
No, dude, I take mints. I have mints. You
gotta get some gum and shit. Oh man.
Dude.
Pepsi and cigarettes.
I got to fit. I've been smoking cigs for a year.
That's a body built by Pepsi.
That's good thing there's no like.
Dude, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right body wise. I could still play. I can still play.
I'll get out there, man.
We could play. If we played a pickup game in basketball, you wouldn't doubt my physical strength.
I would. Dude, are you kidding me? I would swag on you, man.
Well, you'd probably not be able to get the ball above the rim because I just swat it back in your face.
Yeah, you'd pass out because you're
I got about a half a feet. I got about a half.
Pass about a half a feet.
About a half a feet.
Yeah, you about a half a feet ahead of me. Yeah, man. Well,
All right.
listen. Yeah, you smoke another cigarette there.
Yeah. Back to the Thursday night game, though. I like Kirk Cousins to throw an interception. I also like Chase Claypool over 54.5 receiving yards at -125. And then
Has he done that yet all year?
he hasn't been as good as he was last year. That's for damn sure.
Well,
And I think Big
Johnson
Ben has a lot to do with that. Yeah, like Deontay Johnson has become the true number one.
which is weird.
Claypool is the number two. And if you look at them both, like Claypool kind of looks like a number one receiver type of guy.
He's built like a tight end almost.
It just hasn't happened this year.
Deontay Johnson's built like Antonio Brown.
So we're still 0-0. The Steelers are lining up for a field goal here. They missed it. 2 missed field goals by each team.
God damn it,
First
you
couple
son of a
possessions.
bitch.
Wow.
So here we go. First touchdown tonight. The board's still open. I like Patty Fryermuth, the Steelers tight end, to score the first touchdown, plus 1,000. I'll throw another one out there. I like James Washington, the Steelers like third or fourth wide receiver.
God, you
3,
love always betting on a random ass shit.
I like getting the big numbers on these first touchdowns because you never know who the fuck it's going to be. Why not take the long odds? Brad, give me something better.
I don't want to throw my money.
Are you going to go a little bit more chalk with like Najee Harris?
But
I had the odds earlier and I don't have the web page open anymore. Najee Harris was like plus 550.
Najee doesn't.
Madison was actually plus 450 at the time because they didn't know Dalvin Cook was playing. So Dalvin Cook says,
what? I'll go an underdog like you. I'm gonna go Tyler Conklin, the Vikings tight end.
Yep, I like tight ends for these
that.
first touchdowns. All right.
Anytime touchdown scorer, I'll go. I was gonna say actually.
Well, are we doing first or anytime?
Well, you can go. You can tell us the odds of any time, but we'll mark it down for your
one is plus 375 right here, man. That's a live bet.
Yeah. They must be in the red zone or something.
Why not like double your money or triple your money and go first touchdown Conklin though at plus 1300?
That's the first one that
that's what I thought the question was.
I don't think you can. You can't live prop bet all that shit, dude. They only give you certain.
Yeah, like the first touchdown isn't available anymore because a team gets in the red zone and they don't leave that on the board.
It's any touchdown scored is allowed.
You pick any player in this game and I'll make up the odds. I'll make up the odds live. You can go Deontay Johnson. You could go
Najee Harris
plus 550. We'll give you plus
125 in real life, but I'll take that. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you're looking at any time touchdown. I'm talking about first touchdown of the game.
That's fair. Yeah. Good point.
I saw it earlier. It was plus 550. It was honest. Yeah. So, all right, Thursday night football. I like the Vikings. You guys like the Steelers. We
got a good one coming.
You are just a glutton for punishment. You always go back to the Vikings. There's certain teams.
Well, I told you though I won't. I won't bet them. It's weird. The Vikings are almost.
It is weird.
The Vikings and the Browns are kind of similar teams.
That's all it is.
The Vikings and Browns are similar teams.
It's weird.
Where I would love the team, but I hate both their quarterbacks. I fucking can't stand Kirk Cousins. He just made another fucking dumb throw. I can't stand Kirk Cousins. I can't stand Baker Mayfield. I love everything else about the Browns and the Vikings.
Hey, well, we got just over 7 minutes left, dude. Yeah. I want to let all the fuckers watching, our army.
Yeah.
We need Christmas recommendations. I know we said at the end of the last one, people might have already tuned out though once we because we had wrapped up and kind of got back to it. We need Christmas movies. We're trying to do the bracket next week, Thursday night.
Yeah.
And find out which Christmas movies y'all like, man, or which, kinds of things like that.
And try to think of some sleepers because, like the obvious ones like your Home Alones, Christmas Vacations, the Grinch, stuff like that is like
we'll hit those.
Yeah, like the Santa Claus, like all the ones.
Those are lottery picks.
But like maybe one before our time, we're all 90s kids. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is great, man. This time of year, Mancy, and Brad, I don't know, man. I don't know. I love it.
It is nice. It is a
God,
good
I
time
love
of
it.
year. I do hate the cold weather. I need to move
Yeah.
to Tampa or Hawaii.
It's not
or
even
somewhere
cold
with
here
warm
anymore.
weather.
It's like
Hawaii.
40 something.
Yeah, I know.
Tampa,
I mean,
Hawaii.
we could let global warming take care of some of it. Yeah.
Exactly. We'll be chilling. Lake of the Ozarks will be like the hottest spot in the country in like 50
Right.
years.
Yep. It's still swimming in the Lake of the Ozarks still sucks because it
It's
constantly
scummy.
smells
Yeah.
and tastes like
Nappy,
fucking
dude. I would never
gasoline.
get in there,
Like
dude.
gas
Yeah,
and
never.
oil.
Yeah.
I don't get in that, dude. I've never swam in the Lake of the Ozarks in my
I
life.
have, but
Ever,
after about
ever.
like 12 drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Oh my God. Dude.
Yep. Dude,
No.
one time, since we're on the topic of Lake of the Ozarks, you guys both
no.
remember Reams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
His parents had a condo at the Lake of the Ozarks they had a condo
Yeah,
down there.
T1 up, baby.
They had this little T1 up, damn right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they had this little paddle boat, like a 4-seater paddle boat where the boat operates on these bike pedals,
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
And
I know
we
what
tried
pedals.
to take that motherfucker out into like the main channel, is what they called it, of the Lake of the Ozarks.
You're
where
lucky
all
you
the-
didn't get
where all the
killed.
actual engine boats.
You didn't swamp it?
You didn't
Well,
flood
we
the
sank
thing?
it. We sank it.
You
Yeah, I
sank it.
bet.
Okay.
Dude, yeah.
Waves started rolling over it and it
Yeah.
got full. And we tried to pitch the water out of it with whatever we had. But it was too late, dude. We had to abandon ship.
You just dove off and
Abandoned
swam
ship.
back.
Dude, how did none of us have Justin Jefferson for first touchdown tonight?
Fuck off.
That's
I
a
thought
miss.
about it,
That's a miss.
I thought about it. That'll
That's a
work,
big
though.
miss.
That'll do, Pig.
We were trying to dig too deep, you know.
Damn.
Yeah. Looking
All
for
right.
those hip. Yeah.
We suck.
Okay. All right. That was
Could've just
story
waited
time at
till
the
we
Lake
were
of the
done.
Ozarks.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
So we're gonna do the Christmas movie draft a week from today, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna do Christmas trivia. Like the week after that. We're gonna wait till Christmas week to do some Christmas trivia.
In the build up.
I need some time to prepare for the Christmas trivia because I'm sure I'll be hosting. Because let's face it, Jimmy never wins, so Brad will win next week, and then it'll trade back to me hosting the following week for Christmas. So we can already plan. I can pretty much already start coming up with questions, knowing that I'm going to be hosting.
You know, I
Maybe
can't.
with Jimmy's Christmas gift to us. He
No,
just wins a
that's-
trivia.
No, fuck you. Hey, that's your gift to me. I don't have
Yeah.
to fucking come up with anything.
Yeah,
I
what
got
if we?
800.
what if
I
we
got
gift
I got
that-
more questions, dude. I got more questions than Regis fucking
Yeah.
Philbin right here.
Well, maybe
I can't ask any of them.
maybe you better start making a book of answers.
Can I
'cause
just give you
Jesus.
guys one right now to be fun here?
Yeah.
Just fuck it.
Yeah, shoot. Yep.
All right, who wants to go first? Give me a. I got a coin right here.
I'll
Hold
go
on.
first.
No, you won't.
I'm the
gonna tell you
reigning
who's
champ.
going first.
I just
No.
beat you. I'm
Watch
going
your
first.
tone. All right, heads or tails?
Oh, looked like you flipped it well. Heads.
Oh. Brad
Heads or
says
tails?
heads. Brad said
Heads.
heads.
It's heads.
It's heads.
How many teams did Hideki Matsui play for? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And we're doing the old school scoring, so y'all can all fuck off.
3.
That is not right. I love this. I'm not on the bad end of it. Fuck off.
2.
Y'all suck. All right. Well,
Is it only
See?
1?
no, 4.
It's 4. But
Yeah.
you said played
God,
for.
he bounced around at the end.
You
Holy
said-
Played
shit.
for.
Played
Nobody
for.
gave a
He actually
fuck about-
played
Oh,
games.
you know what I meant.
An
But he actually
average
played
outfielder.
games or he signed with those teams.
I think the last one was the Rays. I think he played for the Rays. Like, I don't think he would have signed and just been like their mascot.
He
would've
could have
been
been
kinda
hurt
cool.
all year, never played for him.
Fair enough. I'm looking it up here. I got to pull up my trivia shit. 'cause I
Yeah,
haven't
give
had
me
it
a-
either.
Give me an Otani box
What
score with
was
the Rays.
Matsui's best year? Because I feel like he was never an exciting player.
Bullshit, dude.
2007.
09.
Yeah,
Besides
2007
the
or
fact that he
2009.
was from
He
Japan.
won World Series Jesus Christ. World Series
MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in 09.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I'm talking for a whole season, not just 5 to 7 games.
I mean, he was hitting like 30 to 40 homers a year, though, wasn't he? Matsui?
I don't know.
In his like prime. I think he was. Justin loved Matsui. Jimmy, I know you remember that.
Yeah.
Matsui.
Yeah, he loved it. Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we'll get a Otani update. We're about out of time here anyways.
Yeah.
Let's go watch the game.
Right on. Otani.
Hey, you guys both like the Steelers tonight. It might be a good time to get in a live bet now that they're down 6-0. The kicker must have missed the fucking extra point after already missing a field goal.
Fucking extra points now. It's like, dude, we're gonna need plays.
And Hideki did hit over 31 times.
Only once.
Year.
Wow.
One time.
Okay. I was wrong. I'm not a baseball guy, Not a baseball guy. I like the Rays. I know everything about the Rays. I know all about their farm system and all that. I just don't,
Yep.
I don't follow the whole league. I'm so focused on the Rays.
If you love the Rays
are good, and when the Mets are good, the Cardinals are good.
But you say that when the Royals won the World Series, I really didn't give a fuck. I was pissed off about the fireworks. I was like, dude. What the fuck are the fireworks for?
He's a big Rays fan, so I'll give him an easy question. How many year contract did Wander Franco just sign?
10, because that's the
12.
Standard right now. Yeah.
12.
Okay, so I was close.
You were close. Only off by 2 years.
Double digits.
2 years of arbitration they bought out, but no big deal.
That was the only 2 biggest years they.
Anyway,
this was a good one though, man. We're gonna, and we need Christmas recommendations. Please leave in the comments, guys, and subscribe. Yeah. And if you're watching this, give it a fucking thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up,
down.
Like,
don't
subscribe.
Give us a reaction.
Fucking thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Tell us to fuck off in the comments.